Wisconsin! All right, so we arrived at 32% and jumped right up to 155. I'm watching it on my OBD with my iPad here, so it's interesting. 479 on the amps, 309 is where the battery voltage is. So, very cool way to monitor things in your car. 156. Hello. Love it. So the reason we're here today is because I wanted to shoot a video about the event on Saturday here. So it came down, it's Thursday afternoon, evening almost. And yeah, I wanted to let you guys know, if you haven't seen my stuff on Instagram, haven't seen the plug and play live stream where I talked about it, and all the other videos and stuff that I've put out, Saturday, May 30th, 1 to 4 p.m. I'll be down here in Janesville as an IONNA station hand to show off the largest charging station in the state of Wisconsin. Asterisk. We'll get to that in a second. We'll have some IONNA stuff to give away, stickers, hats, more giveaways. Yeah, we'll have lots of chatter. I have some trivia that hopefully you will enjoy, almost exclusively IONNA based. So we'll just have a good time. This is a very cool site. 16 stalls, 8 Alpatronic HYC 400 or HIC 400 hyperchargers. We've got CCS ports on this side. There's 3 HIC 400s on that side that are just NACS cables. So yeah, this is a great location to charge. Transformer over there is only a 1500 kVA. So you've got 16 plugs that if they're all in use, could all pull 200 at once. Each machine will do 400 if you're on there by yourself. But say we have 16 cars here charging. That would be an interesting test, and maybe we can pull that off on Saturday. That would be great to get all the plugs and just kind of see what happens. I didn't want to just leave you with a video that was promoing coming up soon or whatever. So I wanted to talk about large charging stations in Wisconsin. We have 15 sites that are 10 stalls or more. Can you name them? Never mind, I'll do it for you. We've got this one and the Tesla Supercharger at the HyVee in Fitchburg, which each have 16 stalls. Now the one in Fitchburg is Tesla only. So that's, if you don't have a Tesla, I've seen a Cadillac pull up there expecting, hey, it's a supercharger, I can charge here now. Yeah, good idea. Just not what Tesla had in mind for some of their superchargers. And actually, only 2 of the top 15 double-digit stall sites are Tesla only. 12 of the sites are superchargers, so 2 of them off the board, if you don't drive a Tesla, means that 10 of them are available, and they're all 12 stall sites in places like Kenosha, Wisconsin Dells, I would call that one Lake Delton, but whatever, Glendale, Greenfield, Fond du Lac, Waukesha, Black River Falls, Madison at the Woodmans, Altoona, and the new one that just opened a week or so ago in Wisconsin Dells, also at Culver's. So both of the Culvers at, you know, in the Lake Delton and Wisconsin Dells area now have superchargers at them. So, man, you had 12 overused superchargers a year ago. Then the quick charge opens up there in Lake Delton right before Thanksgiving. Then the IONNA station up there opens. So you went from 12 stalls to 10 and 4, 26 stalls. And now you had another 12 there. the next exit up or so. So big changes. If you're driving up to the Wisconsin Dells this summer in an electric vehicle, the options for charging are, it's a change. It's like the page has turned. So you don't have to sit there and wait an hour for a charge at the Culvers on Wisconsin Dells Parkway on a Sunday afternoon, because that was the only one in the area, right? There is a much better situation for you now if you're vacationing up there in the Dells. So thumbs up for that one. All right, well, we're at 49%. We're down at 109 kilowatts and 50%, averaging 124. So I don't need to charge up fully. In fact, I might stop it here so I can actually charge on Saturday. Where are some of the other ones? Well, I've actually been to 10 of the top 15 sites. I've charged at 8 of those. And one of them is a week old. You know, they flipped a switch about a week ago at the Culvers, like I was talking about up in Wisconsin Dells. So the Supercharger in Oak Creek, which is right next to an Electrify America site, which we showed off when we went and visited that at Oak Creek site last summer, is, you know, I think it's a V2. So it's not super high powered, but there are 10 stalls at the back of the Meijer parking lot. And so it's, you know, hey, any extra charging, if there were cars that just had to line up for that Electrify America slots, then that would be a problem. So that Supercharger does take some of the heat off of that one. We've got the Walmart in West Milwaukee, and the other site in Lake Delton, the other IONNA site in the state, with 10 stalls. Double digits in Wisconsin, top 15 sites with 10 or more stalls. And you know, hey, I'm a fan of the bigger sites like this. This is kind of like a cool amusement park, and you know, we can kind of see the interstate right there. So this is primo for interstate travel, but I think we need more smaller sites in this state before we just start piling stalls upon stalls. But you know, if you have other thoughts and other reasons for thinking that way, let me know down in the comments, or yell at me on Saturday when I'm here from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Should have led with this, but we'll bury it in the description and in the video here. But 20 cents per kilowatt hour charging, right? So normally these stalls are 33 cents per kilowatt hour, which is a darn good deal. But 20 cents per kilowatt hour, and if you have a GM car or a BMW car that gets the discount, I believe that discount stacks. So when I was in Las Vegas, I was able to use driving a Polestar at the IONNA station in North Las Vegas. Plugged in, it was 20 cents per kilowatt hour because it was a new site, and used my Chevy app, and it was 18 cents. So don't worry about what the screen says. The screen's probably not going to show that it's 20 cents. But when you go and dig into your receipt or whatever and look at how much it actually costs, you'll see that it was 20 cents. And hopefully, if you drive a discounted car here at to IONNA, even less. So come on by, fill up 400 kilowatts. Bring your Lucids, bring your Porsches, bring something that's actually going to test one of these, please. Because this thing right now is moaning along, and it's only pulling 106. So, you know, the Equinox is a fine vehicle, and I really appreciate Super Cruise, but it's not a charging workhorse by any means at all. But hey, you know, not everything is. I still enjoy driving it, so that's really what I should worry about. Hopefully we'll see you on Saturday, 1 to 4 p.m. The deal does go all day, so if you can't make it from 1 to 4, you're just coming through on the highway, whatever, hey, stop by and charge, pay your 20 cents per kilowatt hour, which is an amazing deal. The last time I looked, I believe the Supercharger down the street at Woodman's, which again around here was the big place to charge for a long time with no other options, is 40 cents for Tesla cars. So maybe it's a little bit less, but anyway, IONNA is killing it with the pricing in the area, and especially on Saturday. So hope to see you at your next charge on Saturday.